Well, I can't see what I'm doing either because it's too close. So the next project is a railroad crossing or candy cane, or I'm going to put this one as just North Pole and stick it up by our gingerbread train. They already have a little crossing sign built into the train up there. So I'm gonna cut this one in half. You just go buy you a 10-foot piece of PVC. I think at Lowe's they have a 5-foot already cut for you if you don't have any way to cut it, but it's the same price. And if you're gonna do a railroad crossing, you can make 2, right? So I'm just gonna cut this at 5 feet. Okay, so there I got it marked at 5 feet. I'll cut it in half. You're also gonna want to, maybe spray some white paint or see if you can sand off the words and stuff, just because that'll make it look a little bit better. It's not necessary. You can always just put that to the back and put your crossing thing on this side of it, so that you don't see the red lettering. But that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just cut this in half. So what'd you do? You marked
every 4 inches.
every 4 inches, and then she's wrapping it around and lining up with her mark. 4 inches looks pretty good. 2 inches would have been too.
I tried to and then deleted that film.
Well, you can't quite see what you're doing because I'm short.
Well, I can't see what I'm doing either because it's too close. I hate glue, hot glue. Okay, so the easiest stand to make for this is going to be one of these little 4-way platform things. I just had all of these in my scrap bin, this oddball here, but he's still about the same size as these, so I'm just going to use them instead of cutting some wood. This only thing I have is a scrap piece of 1.5 inch PVC, so if you plan and cut you a little section off of yours on the end and just save you a piece of your 1.25, you could just put it in here like this and then butt everything up together, screw it down, and you're good. And I'll make a nice tight fit. Since I don't have that, I'm gonna just measure at 1 3/4, and if I have to keep it stable, I'll put a screw through it in the bottom. I may do that anyway because mine are gonna go outside where it's gonna be in the weather and the wind. If you're gonna put them inside or something, you might want to make a little 1x12, a 2x12, and cut it out, at like 11.5. Cut it out at 12 inches or 11.5 and make you a nice little square. Just drill a hole in the bottom, or a hole all the way through that's just a little bit bigger than your PVC, which I think for 1.25 it was like 1.666 outside diameter. So you could do that and then paint that and make it nice and neat for like in the house or something. But for me, this is going to be the nice stand. We're going to put it out there, and then if I, since it's going to be out there, I may end up having to put a couple stakes in it in the ground anyway in the sand to keep it from blowing over. Since you are going to have that cross or a sign on the top, it's going to be a little bit top heavy. So you're either going to need really long sections of these, or maybe put a stake in the bottom or a pole to help keep it stable too. So, but right now, just make this. I'm going to just use a 1 3/4. That should be plenty of space to slide my my pipe down in. It's probably a little bit big, but should fit just fine. So I'm just gonna make a little mark at 1 3/4 on each side, and then I'm gonna line them up best I can, screw them down, and that's about all you're gonna need for this kind of base. This one won't fit, of course, it's just a little too big, but see, that's almost goes in. And I'll get my thing and put it in there. If you don't have a daughter that likes to freehand everything, you could just print some stencils or go to Hobby Lobby and buy you some stencils and paint the words on there. But she likes to do things the hard way, so we let her. There you go. Okay, so there's the North Pole. We do have two more smaller pieces of board that you'll see when I was painting them that we're gonna put for either gingerbread crossing or chicken crossing, just for the fun of it in the backyard. But you can do whatever you want. Reindeer crossing, North Pole, South Pole. Put your names on there, whatever you'd like. Check back tomorrow for another installment of the 12 Days of Christmas. And as always, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next video.